Alright, it's time for some news again. Crypto remains the largest investment sector in 2022, outpacing fintech and biotech. In the third quarter, investment in the sector was 879 million, the lowest recorded amount since the second quarter of last year. But 6.5 billion has still been poured into the space over the past 12 months, far outstripping the second most backed space of fintech, which has raised 2.7 billion. The sector's status was also boosted by the fact that two of the largest deals in the quarter were blockchain projects Mysten Labs and Aptos Labs. And this is very bullish news because if there's so much money flowing into crypto, outpacing other industries like fintech and biotech, that means crypto is definitely alive and it's definitely not dead yet. So I'm very happy to read this. Then the next article, this was something that sparked my interest because Dominica works with Wobi for digital identity program. And I started reading this, and cryptocurrency exchange Wobi has partnered with the Commonwealth of Dominica to roll out a digital identity and national token service that promises digital citizenships of the West Indian island nation. And that got me to think that what's behind all this? Well, Dominica's government will partner with Wobi to issue Dominica coin and digital identity documents with DMC holders set to be granted digital citizenships in the country. DMC and DID will run on the Tron network, which is very cheap when you transfer something on it, and be issued on Wobi Prime and will serve as credentials for a future Dominica-based metaverse platform. This still didn't tell me quite what was going on right now, but the primary use case for Dominica DIDs include know your customer verification on cryptocurrency exchanges, opening bank accounts in Dominica, as well as applying for loans and registering digital enterprises. Now that can come in handy because it's basically a one-stop shop. You get it in order once and then you can use it in other things. But Wobi unveiled plans to relocate its headquarters from Seychelles to the Caribbean in November 2022, citing the region's cryptocurrency-friendly stance. Dominica also adapted the Eastern Caribbean Central Bank CBDC, which stands for Central Bank Digital Currencies program, in December of 2021. And this is what it's all about. It's getting a foot down. It's getting involved with a government. And you might know when you get involved with governments, there might be some corruption. And I'm not saying anything like that will happen, but I do believe that it's a big coincidence that they want to relocate there and now suddenly all kinds of things are possible for Wobi on Dominica. Right, next one. This was a very interesting article for me as well, because you guys know that I love sanctions very much, and crypto exchange Kraken settles case with the US Treasury over serving customers in Iran, or Iran is how you basically say it. Kraken has agreed to pay $362,000 to settle its potential liability for violating US sanctions. The US Treasury Department's Office of Foreign Assets Control, which is OFAC in short, has reached a settlement with crypto exchange Kraken over serving customers in Iran, OFAC said in a statement on Monday. Kraken agreed to pay $362,000 to settle its potential civil liability for apparent violations of sanctions against Iran. Kraken also agreed to invest $100,000 in implementing additional sanctions compliance controls. According to OFAC, Kraken failed to implement appropriate geolocation tools, including an automated internet protocol address blocking system, allowing customers in Iran to perform transactions on Kraken's platform. You can do a lot of things with a VPN, but let's go to the settlement agreement. And the settlement agreement between the US Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control and Payward Limited. This is the mother company of Kraken. If you get paid from them, this is what you'll see on your bank statement. And they said the US Department of the Treasury's Office of Foreign Assets Control today announced a settlement with Payward Inc., also known as Kraken, a Delaware incorporated virtual currency exchange with operations in the United States and elsewhere. And that's why they have to deal with the OFAC, because every company, wherever they are in the world, if they have some kind of interest on American soil, whether that will be a ship that's going through Miami before it goes somewhere else, or it's a location that they have in the country, they all have to comply with the Foreign Assets Control's sanctions. So that goes for Kraken as well, because they are a Delaware incorporated virtual currency exchange. Well, Kraken agreed to remit $362,000 to settle its potential civil liability for apparent violations of sanctions against Iran. As part of its settlement with OFAC, Kraken also agreed to invest an additional $100,000 in certain sanctions compliance controls. Due to Kraken's failure to timely implement appropriate geolocation tools, including an automated Internet Protocol address blocking system, Kraken exported services to users who appeared to be in Iran when they engaged in virtual currency transaction on Kraken's platform. For more information, please visit the following web notice. Now, we won't do that. Now you see that even if it's crypto, they still have to comply to certain rules. Going on to the next one. Who's next? Crypto community points the finger at Binance, KuCoin or Nexo. Insolvency rumors concerning centralized exchanges like Binance, KuCoin and Nexo persist following BlockFi's Chapter 11 bankruptcy filing on November 28th. That was yesterday. I made a video about that. Check it out after this one. Because BlockFi became the latest platform to succumb to crypto contagion, filing for Chapter 11 bankruptcy on November 28th. Weeks before, after FTX had also filed for bankruptcy, BlockFi issued a statement saying it could not operate business as usual, and at the same time the firm implemented a pause on withdrawals to protect our clients and their interest. Which is bullocks if you ask me, but whatever. After FTX, Celsius and Voyager, now BlockFi has just filed for bankruptcy. Who do you think is next to go bankrupt? My personal opinion, keep a close eye on Coinbase. A lot of money was flowing out of it, and always remember that it's not your keys, not your crypto, so it's best to be safe than sorry. I'm not a financial registered advisor. I don't have a glass thing in front of me telling me what the future is going to be. But be very, very careful when you see messages like that a lot of money is flowing out of it. In addition, Leclerc further speculated that the crypto bailout fund led by Binance is a public show of strength, which, when applied to a quote from Sun Tzu's Art of War, I read that book, it's a very great book, I recommend that book, suggests weakness. Appear weak when you are strong and strong when you are weak. However, the analyst tempered these comments by saying he has no quantitative proof of any wrongdoing, nor is he asserting any claims by making these comments, yet he remains skeptical. There's this tweet from Dylan Leclerc. Is anyone else getting weird vibes from ZZ right now? It's like he's running the SBF Summer Playbook. Public projection of strength and talks of industry bailouts while attempting to raise funds. I'm not claiming anything, but the similarities are odd. And KuCoin dismisses talk of insolvency, and then Gambardello had a tweet saying, can someone tell me why KuCoin has some ridiculous APRs right now, over 200%? With all the liquidity problems in crypto lately, is this really the best time for this? BTC 299%, he shows it Ethereum 231%. We all know that the more money is flowing into a system, the less APR you get because it has to be distributed among more people. And then the less people there are in it, the higher the APR is. Usually that is at the start. So you start with some ridiculous APR of 1000%. And then over the next few days, it drops to around, let's say 100, because the project became more popular or more people heard of it and more people brought money to it. But I think he has a point. So like I said before, the same goes for Coinbase, the same goes for KuCoin or any other exchange for that matter. Be sure to be the boss of your own keys and be sure to stay safe. Right, that's it for today. I'll see you on the next one. Doei!